Good Morning Northwest Morning Spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
6:53 is your time. We're getting you ready to take on your Thursday here in the Morning Spread. Caroline Flynn is live with the Inland Northwest RV Show starting today. Mark Peterson is following more wet weather to end your week, but we begin with Destiny Richards following breaking news out of Seattle this morning where a shooting killed one person yesterday. Destiny?
Yes, police are still searching for the shooter responsible for killing that person, a woman who was found dead at the scene and injuring 7 others, including a 9-year-old boy. Authorities say it all started with an argument on a street corner just blocks away from Pike Place Market. And then suddenly shots rang out and panic ensued. 3 people are still in the hospital. 1 is in critical condition. Another is satisfactory. And the 9-year-old boy has gone from critical to satisfactory condition.
There was panic. Everyone knew to run. I mean, everyone was just running in all directions. They were running inside the Macy's. They were running in every building that they could get into.
Seattle's police chief says this was not a random shooting and police are looking for more than 1 gunman. This is the 3rd shooting incident the area has seen since Tuesday. Chief Best says authorities don't believe the shootings are linked. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Seattle Police Department.
All right, wet weather is really dominating eastern Washington and North Idaho. We continue to see that. There will be some breaks in the action, but they won't last long. We're right on the tail end of this latest. And then we're going to have cloudy, light rain continuing through the day. 42 for our high today, also into Coeur d'Alene. Our normal high this time of year is about 35 degrees.
A 17-year-old Meade student overdosed on several prescription drugs earlier this month. The death is being investigated as a homicide while police figure out if the overdose was accidental or criminal. There's a chance the drugs that student took were laced with fentanyl. Police say friends of this student confirmed he had snorted Percocets and had eaten several Xanax pills throughout that night. Friends say they don't know where he got the drugs, and a police search confirmed the drugs came from somewhere outside the home. Idaho State Police and the Bonner County Sheriff's Office recovered cash, a stolen gun, 10 pounds of marijuana, methamphetamine, cocaine, mushrooms, and LSD, all in a single bus. Jared Butler of Boise led authorities on a chase last week, starting in Spokane County, crossing into Kootenai County, and then Bonner County on Highway 41. A pit maneuver eventually stopped him. A Spokane man who police say was beaten by his own son has died. 27-year-old Michael Herman was arrested on Saturday. A family member called police saying Herman hit his father so hard he knocked him out. When police found the 60-year-old victim, they say it looked like he had been beaten with a 2-liter bottle of soda. His head had a wound resembling a bottle cap. Herman was arrested on first-degree assault charges. He now faces more charges since his father died. A chiropractor in Moses Lake is suspended from practicing amid allegations he inappropriately touched female clients. Richard Rebellia is accused of asking several of his patients to disrobe during treatment when it was not required. They also say he inappropriately touched parts of their bodies.
Well, at the Inland Northwest RV Show this weekend, not only are there 5 different vendors, 9 different buildings packed with RVs, but also a vendor fair with 44 different booths. Everything from different ways you can enjoy the great outdoors in our area to across the country, or maybe things that you just kind of need for your RV that you're missing. You can get it all here this weekend, $10 for tickets, cash only. And gosh, if you come today, you come tomorrow, guess what? You don't have to pay each time. You can, one ticket gets you in for the entire weekend.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning America, the latest on the Harvey Weinstein trial. Lawyers for both sides heading back to court this morning after laying out their cases in dramatic opening arguments.
Was the most powerful man in Hollywood. Of course, I believed him.
Now we're learning more about the accusers who plan to take the stand. And this morning, a nation mourns the tragic passing of an icon. Mr. Peanut, age 104, plunged to his death after a single car accident in the Nutmobile.
Fans like to do things to drum up attention. They like to get people talking, especially when you make as big of an investment as you make within a Super Bowl ad.
Brands like Pepsi and Bubbly have pulled similar stunts before, releasing their campaigns early to generate excitement.
Volunteers will take to the streets of Spokane today to help the city count the number of people experiencing homelessness in the community. Outreach workers are setting a goal this year to be able to create and distribute at least 1,300 care bags made up of donations collected during the city's Everybody Counts drive. The bags include warm clothing items, a bottle of water, and hygiene supplies. The annual point-in-time count is what the city calls a snapshot census of people experiencing certain categories of homelessness in the community. The count includes people who are sheltered or unsheltered. Beyond those who live on the street, a good portion of people counted are living in emergency shelters or transitional housing. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from survey organizers for a look at the first night of the count and plans for the days ahead.
Well, 3 Americans in Australia to fight the devastating bushfires died in a plane crash. The C-130 aerial water tanker went down in the snowy Monora region of New South Wales. The tanker, which was in the middle of a firebombing mission, was on loan from Coulson Aviation in Oregon. More passengers traveled through Spokane International Airport in 2019 than ever before. The airport says 4.1 million people had a departing or arriving flight from Spokane, making it the 3rd consecutive year of record-breaking passenger traffic. Just 5 years earlier, in 2014, only 2.9 million traveled through the airport.
And apparently 5 got the TSA pre-check. Just 5. Outside, we do have wet roads. We do have light rain that continues to fall in the area. There's areas of fog as well. So we want you to be careful as you head out. There's more dense fog into the central part of the state around Moses Lake on I-90. 42 for the high today, rainy, 46 Friday. We'll get some breaks in this, but it's just going to be a wet several days. Be careful, and remember, this ice underneath the rain, very slippery.
You got to fly more, Mark, if you want that TSA pre-check. All right. Good Morning America is coming up next. We'll have an update for you in about 25 minutes.